All right, what's going on, guys? We need give me a few minutes, guys. We're gonna talk about one thing because we talked about a lot, right? Now today we gonna hey guys, right now we're talking about mindsets. We're talking about when we have because I really want to talk about this today because I really want to discuss this subject with everybody. I know my head. I really want to discuss this subject right now. Hello, y'all. Hey, how you doing? American value. Now we're gonna talk about this. Before a person get on a job, the certain individual judge everything about that person. And I'm gonna tell you something, and I want to let you know something. The way we do it in America, I'm gonna tell you when I first worked at Walmart, and we're gonna talk about this. I was supposed to be a creator. I didn't have a first job, but I was supposed to be a creator. But they did not ask me all the questions. But when American people take everybody for granted and they dictate it without even in the job interview, it's going on in American business. Walmart, Kroger's, they got all of these people in here. When Senator Ted talked about value, because this is getting stubborn, don't talk about value where black and white is being narcissists and they're not even giving it a chance. And that's the problem where we got the conflict at where the racial conflict with black and white narcissists that judging the mindset of it. How you supposed to have a change and you talk about America, people been having value. But if you allow, like I told Joe Biden, if you allow, like right now I haven't got my justice right, but if you allow these, because you put me in a bad situation with this community. Like I'm in a bad situation with racism and black and white behavior. And this is not certain, this is this certain individual. At that Walmart store, we just seen it at the register. We don't want dictators to dictate where God should be. And you having these black and white people in your business that dictating it. That going over God. When people talk about value, I've been having value, but I know the challenges that was ahead of me. But if you're dealing with black people and white narcissist behavior and Mexican teaming up, I was at 1216 before I stopped hanging out with Raymond, right? The little Mexican when I worked that night. All right, I got my kid too. Your Mexican racist self trying to protect your kid, and I'm trying to protect my kid too. When you see, when I was at that store at 2996 and 2019 and 20, how this person acted, this Mexican that have a problem, and we dealing with Mexican. Look here, man. The person that put me in the office, he had a racial intent. The Chinese man. We all know his actions are laughing with racism. But how you supposed to make change when we dealing with it? And Trump had the balls to stand with Democrats. He had to stand, and Joe Biden, y'all all doing it. You all participating in the black and white and Chinese, they doing it together in the Walmart. Let me tell you something. How, if I ask you a question, what was that Chinese behavior in 2996? When he smiled and laughed for racism. When the Chinese man smiled. And I don't got a problem with it because I had a Chinese girl. We are talking about Pacific. I dated a Chinese woman. But we are talking about Pacific employees, Pacific behavior. He don't want change. He wouldn't have did what he did. Like this is a man that don't want change. But Joe Biden sitting by these people, this white person and these black people, they sitting by them. So what's the difference where you sit with Doug Miller and you sit with these business owners and they got a problem. And you dealing with black and white narcissists that's up in the problem. That's not how things should be. I just given you a perfect example when I'm shopping at a register and the way that black person would behave in themselves. But you put my life in danger for selfish black voters and white voters that want to dictate everything. And Trump, no, you should have known what was going on when God told Moses to tell his people to paint the wall with blood. He knew the non-believer was going to be on accountability. But you got dictators. You got black people in this business that dictate something. And you want to put somebody's life in danger? Because let me tell you, when God walked this earth, he had power, he had sight, and he knew this world, and he had fear. He had a little fear out of humans. Right? You know this world and you're participating in it. And come on, Doug Miller. What is the leadership that you're showing by letting these black people, some of these black dictators at these jobs and letting 2996 get away with it? You have to lead by example. And you maybe don't care, but God cares about everything that you do. And you have to take care of the situation at hand and tell these employees and have rules. Some of these black people are not going to like it, and they're going to hate it. They're going to hate the situation of change. They're going to hate it. That's the difference between misconduct and bad behavior between it. They're going to hate it. Don't come at to me in value, and I've been had value when I had to deal with a lot at 12, 16, and you're talking a good game, but you're not understanding it. You are agreeing with these people. Why should I fight? And you know this world. God know this world. You've been on this earth longer than me. And it's sad that I'm having to deal with the black and the white and dealing with the nonsense and the Chinese. And this is what I'm talking, certain individuals. I dated a Chinese woman. So I want to make it very clear that it's the different mindset. There's a billion personalities on this earth. And I'm not judging behind one Chinese action at 2996. I'm not judging those things. But as a leader, you put to show a different example. As a leader, everybody, Governor Abbott can talk about everybody have an opportunity to take. That's a lie, because the dictators, the black and white, is going to stop that in a way and judge the personalities. There's a billion of you. And a billion of you is going to try to find a way to use the different mindset, to judge the mindset and the different. Everybody's not going to know nothing in your job. That's just the way things is. But if you have a dictator and you have a black person that got that, and they looking like, I'm going to tell you something. In 2019, I'm with my brother moving. In 2018, 17, I was with my brother, and he had me work with this guy, this black guy in Dallas. He knows John B. And this guy in Louisville, right? And he's in Louisville, and I help him move. This is about 2018 at 17 and 19. I'm helping this person move, right? And we working in Louisville, right? And he's gonna put me in the car talking about the white man. This, you're doing it too. Stop saying that as a black man, and you're purring the finger. I'm like, I had to call my brother, and this black guy that my brother was hanging out with. Man, there's a lot of black people that dictating it and want to point finger with the white man. This and this. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with the. I say, look, hold up. For all of that, he dropped me off at my job at night. For all of that, I didn't even have to work on that. But if you have a black man that's willing to get in the car and act like a total jerk, behind his point of views, Stop treating other blacks like you doing, and maybe whatever. Oh, the white man, this, the white man. Come on, nobody want to talk about when you going against your own people with hatred. So I hate it. It's always got a black person that want to say something. You got a billion and some people on earth. All of them got a different mindset, and they stubborn. It's the stubbornness and the personalities and the mindset when they don't get things. Nobody wants to hear that. But everybody's in a different environment. Let me tell you something. I went to CLB. I had a Muslim, I had a white teacher, I had a Muslim classmate, I had a white and black. We was all mixed with each other. I had a Mexican classmate. All right. I had a Jamaican friend. I had an African. I had a Muslim. What is the difference between those things? I'm not going to let the stubborn point of views get in my way. But I'm sitting in Dallas County and I'm talking to this Mexican guy. He got a kid. He's a teenager. No, her kid is a teenager. She's like 16, 17, 18 years old. And he's telling about his daughter. And we just talking. He's Mexican. He's Puerto Rican. And we having a good conversation, like me, him, and Dallas County. And I missed the guy. He telling me about his daughter. He had to go upstate. He telling me about his daughter. And then the other people got something to say. We can't talk. Everybody, I like, hold up. I don't know what kind of stuff y'all running, but I'm not with this racist stuff. Like we can't allow to talk. I'm not with all of that, man. I'm not with all of that. I didn't like that environment that I was in. I did not like the environment that I was in. Like literally, I did not like the environment that I was really in. I did not like the environment because I can't even talk to this Mexican. Like we can't do. Like I can't even have the great conversation with him. I was very uncomfortable in Dallas County about the environment and how people. I didn't like that. I didn't like those things. Like, cause he told me about his daughter. He showed me his daughter picture, and he had to do time in the 18, 19, 7. And I'm like, hold on for a second. I do not like the way this is actually going in this jail because I can't even. We just talking and I'm talking about my life. He talking, and we both just listening to each other. We're not judging each other. We're not doing nothing, and we just listening to each other. He's showing me his daughter pictures, his teenager daughter pictures, and that he's showing me all of these things. My name is Hubert, Hubert. And he's showing me his teenager daughter picture, and I'm having we just chapping it up on his kids, and we just tell him about life. But I don't want to be bothered with that, man. I was around that environment. I used to hang out with Mexicans and Perry, like black and Mexicans. Like I want to be around that type of environment, Dallas mindset environment. Like my manager at 14 was Mexican. And at Big Lots, and she was cute as heck. Yes. And she was cute, and she's still beautiful as ever. When I was 14, I worked in a furniture department. But we don't like other Mexicans. When you're in a different environment, we don't like other Mexicans that like to lie in Walmart. And I saw that this employee better go ahead, but I'm going to protect my kid like you protecting your kid. Like the dummy you is at 12, 16. And he work at night. I don't got time for you, man. The behavior that was at 12, 16. Like, I didn't even have that behavior coming from my own damn friends. And this dumb Mexican, dumb dude in 12, 16 that worked overnight. Nobody don't want to deal with Mexican, but certain Mexican. And I'm not talking about everyone because the confusion is about to be started. It's the mindset. It's the mindset of certain individuals. When I was sitting at 12296, and I'm outside with I'm sitting in the produce department, and I'm looking outside the deli, and I told her, and I say out loud, I say out loud, Jessica should think before she hire people, right? She should think before she hire people, right? And what that means the lady come up to me saying, yeah, Hubert, you right. We looking at the employee's mindset, the jealousy, the vindictive behavior when me and this customer. This is a true story. This is a true story. Like, this is a true story. We was actually talking about me and this customer sitting on the side, and we're watching Jessica, my employees' mindset in the deli. And something, it's the jealousy and the behavior and the even, and this is the true story of what's going on here. I wish that customer was here like we watching their mind and we watching their spirit. Come on, birds. I hear you talking. Not today. Come on. Come on. I can't even probably do it right. Come on, crows. I get you. The crows talking right now. The birds talking. Yeah, I understand. Come on, crows. I got you. I'm feeling like Dr. Doolittle right now. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Yeah. All right. Hey, all the talking not gonna do nothing. I'm feeling like I'm in Dr. Doolittle right now, guys. Come on. I can't do it right now. Like, look. Really? Come on, guys. I'm gonna know you now, Crows. I'm gonna know you now. Hey, not like. I get you. That's not gonna change the situation. Yeah, I understand. I'm feeling like I'm in Dr. Doolittle right now. Look, they're gonna think I'm crazy right now. I feel like I'm in Dr. Doolittle dealing with you crows and you birds. Yeah, come on. Like literally. Hey, come on. I need some peace. Like y'all don't hear the crows talking about it. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you're killing me. You're killing me, man. You're killing me. What's going on? All right, I'm trying to talk on here. I feel like I'm in Dr. Doolittle right now. Come on, guys. Let me have this conversation. Y'all gonna make me close my window. Come on, not today. All right. Really? All right, let's get back to talking. The thing is that I'm sorry for the interruption, but the bird is trying to get my attention too. And all right. But let me tell you something what's going on here. You gonna make me close my window right now, man. You gonna make me close my window. Let's talk about what's going on because the birds are disturbing my nest right now. It's okay to get the attention. They want me to come out. All right. Look, it's not the hey, I'm gonna close my window on you. Yes. I understand. Now let's get back to because the universe and the atmosphere, the creep, the like. The climate changes and everything is going on here, and it's a lot going on. No, the birds are talking. It's with guys. It's annoying, guys. Come on, let's talk. Come on, I'm trying to know the oh man, that little squeaky sound out there is something. All right, little squeaky like a little. Come on, let's get back to what we going back to. They funny as hell. The crows are this. They making me laugh right now. I can't mess with them, man. I can't really mess with the birds right now. They're doing too much. They're doing too much right now. Like, we need to talk about the values and what we do right now because of the behavior. Let's stick on the bag and go because they doing too much with me right now. It's too much attention. Like, get my attention too much. But it, all right, damn man. Hold on. All right. I'm sorry I had to do that today. They want too much of my attention right now. And we're gonna do the stuff right now. Let's get back on the thing because you're gonna make me get a slingshot like on Home Alone, like on Home Alone. No, like on Problem Child or Home Alone or something. Like, that'd be a cruel to animals to shoot a bird. We all know, look, they know that little slingshot they had on Problem Child and Home Alone and Dennis the Menace. I like literally the slingshot. You all know that little slingshot that's going on in here. But I don't think I'm crazy, man. Like, I'm feeling like I'm Dr. Doolittle right now. Don't think that right now. This is getting really out of control right now. But the value of it, the value of what we're talking about right now is the most important thing. But we should not have to deal with that in the work environment. We should not have to deal with the behavior of other black and white narcissists. But I was in the car with my brother and this black guy in Louisville, and he had the bar, the white man, the white man. Hey, you stop going against your black. And we asked him because you're being picky in the mindset because you don't like others. And you being picky about certain, and you got the pickiness about certain individuals that you don't want to talk to. But you put, because everybody got a picky type. Opinion, but don't come at me when we all got our point of views. So I don't want to think y'all crazy out there. I don't want nobody to think I'm crazy in here, but the birds and the crows talking to me, guys. This is not a crazy moment. This is not a crazy moment. Do not think I'm crazy right now. And then what is going on right now, just take it back because I don't want to people know the crows are talking and they trying to get my attention in the birds. So there's a lot going on with that situation. So do not think that when the animals are talking to me, guys. Okay? My name is Hubert, Hubert. Yes. When the animals are talking to me. So because people are gonna laugh at this, don't think it's crazy. If y'all gonna think I'm Dr. Doolittle or that, like I'm Dr. Doolittle or something. I love all the Dr. Doolittle movies with Eddie Murphy. And they got my girl off there that plays on the show, but they had Raven Simone, they got a little bit older that plays on it. She got her own TV shows before she like actually with that. But we dealing with a billion personalities in this world. And all of them got different mindsets and everybody, and you got to understand the different tactics that each human use. And that's going to be our most problem in America where we deal with those things, right? So it really get understanding. All right, they left me alone now. It's kind of quiet now. They left me alone for right now. Yeah, all right, you finally get some peace. Yeah, nobody should not think I'm crazy because birds and animals are talking to me, guys. I don't want to hear no he's crazy because animals talking to him. He really insane because he's talking to birds and crows. So it's about the personalities and the things. We just need a different approach on the situation. But let me tell you, if I'm a Walmart CEO, we're gonna have to have people that check up on the personalities from day to day. Every week, somebody gonna watch the personality, the mindset of this, not just that of irregular employees. Their mindset, everybody just, not just certain individual. We gotta have Walmart employees, have some people that can observe, not just managers, people that just not taking sides and be able to put people in different positions to observe the managers and the regular employees' behavior of the mindset. It's the pickiness that comes with it. So when we dealing with those things, how can we understand it? God, nobody got time for that. Like I like, we don't got time for misconduct that's going on in this. And I'm sorry that I got off a type of conversation that the crows were disturbing me. The crows was disturbing me, but those are the things that we gotta understand, right? So the thing is this: don't dictate the personality. I told the RS, what if I come to your job? If I go on an interview, now I'm just like like on the center, like how would you approach that personality? Then that do this from a different perspective. And how can you work with that personality for that personality to grow? And you got to be able to see the different tasks of the personality and realize how he can get better. And that's coordinate. The thing is, if that person got a specific job right there, let's coordinate how he can get better at more tasks, at more jobs, and have an evaluation on different tasks at the job and have an evaluation at the job. This is where people are going to come into Walmart from Social Security. All of this is going to work out in the city. But we're going to deal with different blocks, just like at a regular Social Security office. We're going to get an evaluation. We're going to have people that come to Walmart that sit at in the room and handle certain things with them to see how can they get better at these things, right? So each year you get better, but you never do the same tasks. So you need somebody to watch somebody that's getting the task done and be able to record the task. Let me say he's doing this, okay, they're doing that. Every week this gonna have to do a rotation to see to maintain it. And this is gonna be every disability. This is gonna have to be every week with that. We're gonna have to observe, and this can't be a regular manager. You're gonna have to have everybody come from that. This can't be regular people that comes in that situation. It just can't be their type of misconduct. So we have to understand how can that concept be. If we can have people like, all right, say when you get your evaluation, that I went to the person Addison, right? Why we don't hire more people that come to Walmart and do an evaluation on a different task. Now, what I can use a perfect example. I can have a pallet full of tomato sauce in a glass, right? And this person got to put this on the tomato sauce in the glass on this aisle, right? On this section in the middle section. The thing is, the evaluation, how will he do it? That's the question. How will he do it? That is the question with that situation that we need to analyze. If he do the task, can he zone it? Can he put it in the back? Can he do different things? How can the task be done? And that's what we got to understand when we talk about evaluations in those formats. And we're going to talk about something and discussing it. And I want y'all to be able to go. And this we're going to have to SELLER@GR7413. We just not can't have an evaluation on blocks and doing like not that an evaluation doing on a pay raise. Not to stop doing only doing on pay raise and evaluation on raises and how you doing. Let's see if we can push the mentality and the ability of everybody to make sure they can get the job done in different ways. That means Social Security and other people from the organization that do tasks, that do evaluation on other people. Each year you're gonna have certain things. People will come to that job and do an evaluation on the task at work and will sit with that manager to understand, all right, he's progressing. Let's see how we can take that journey with him to make sure with any disability. Because it's always, you got to work with the mind, right? You got to understand the mind have to be worked. And we have to understand the mindset have to be worked. So we have to understand that, like, let's work the mindset of it. And let's make sure we analyze it and just, no, we're going to have to analyze. We're going to have to write it. We're going to have to do that. But also we're going to get back feedback to the Social Security and evaluation. How can we get them better? Anybody got a disability, it's a mental. We're going to have to, people going to have to stay in school. Just don't get a job to get a job. The thing is, like, you have to stay in school to get it. The main thing is, all right, you're going to come in, but you're going to go to school as a disability. You're going to do, and that's different things. You can do different things. It's like having them in school. You have people in college teaching high school work, right? And teaching high school tasks. But that's, like, I had a dream, like, I was like, it's the same thing with that. You keeping the mentality going, right? If you got high school teachers that's in the college schools and they keep it, you got to be able to keep it going. I don't care if I'm 95 years old, 100 years old, and I'm in school. I'm going to keep pushing my mindset because I have to understand what that means. I don't want to never like, now I would be, let me tell you something. I've had a trend. I would be in school till I'm 95, 100. That's just the way I figure it. I want my mind to always be training and doing stuff. And that's how I feel like that's the type of person that I am. And that's how I see things, right? So we got to understand how to domain in that situation. Right? So if we understand those moments and how can we compromise with those things, how can we be better at the task? I'm gonna tell you, it took 8 times from Grit, and he took me on that front of that line, and he started like, you gonna drive that like that. Watch me, mom. I'm gonna show you something, and you don't drive there like that. What Grit said. He like, all of the water was coming out there. He would watch me. I'm gonna show you again how to do the scrubber, okay? So after a couple of times, after I worked with Grizz on the scrubber, so like it was pretty easy with those things. Grizz was different from almost everybody, guys. He the type of guy that's just different. Even though he don't got the same color skin, he's a very good person and like and Ti talking about it don't got nobody. No, that's not true. Grizz is a good person. It's still good people out in this world. And just because people take the other side of their career and their career they think they don't have good people. Now, Grizz is one of the good persons. Grizz is one of the good people. And one of the cashiers in the morning time, he's a great guy as well. He always tell me you was gonna get your time. And like when I was in the store too, and last year I couldn't actually talk like it was off like our work flow was off on each other because when you come in there as he's a cashier and I'm in there, it was always like in the evening if I come at a certain time I come, it was always the workflow was always good when he smiled. Like he just said, I see you, you'll get your time. But Charles and them will try to stop that certain vindictive mindset was trying to stop that. And you got to understand what those mindset is. What those mindset is, right? So those are the things of what those things is. And you got to understand, I'm like, look, like we both noticed what was going on at 12. We both know the mindset that was going on at 2996 when I'm standing outside that deli. And the jealousy, the mindset, the behavior out of them. And you looking at the spiritual mindset of each human. I'm like, damn, man, this customer really, really, really got to understand the behavior chart. And she came up to me. I just said it. And she walked up to me and said, Huber, you right. But let me tell you something, the confusion with that is, like when I was in Walmart, people came with their teenage daughters and they said, Huber, I said, keep trying, keep trying. They was even like giving me hand, like giving me good job when I was in the deli. And people coming in there with their teenage daughters. So it's like you gotta watch the behavior of employees and you got to watch the behavior and the managers and the employees because at the customers coming in there with their teenage daughters and stuff, Hubert, good job, you're gonna get it, keep trying. But the other behavior coming from Xavier and them, and the difference between he got jealous when my friend Tabitha and Sabina family member came in there and gave me a he got jealous, man, like literally the behavior out of Xavier. Sabina and them family, like this guy, like he you seen it and Tabitha and everybody hugged me. And like Huber, you grown, and he actually got jealous. It's the spirit behavior. You telling me, like, if I'm 15 feet away from Jessica manager, and he gonna talk about, and I'm seeing his body, and I'm seeing his mind, and I'm reading his lips, and he gonna say if he become manager, I'm quitting. Right? The definition of that. If he become manager, you scared. I'm a threat to you. And that's the difference when you have somebody that's a threat in the Walmart place. They got a great personality. And I'm in Walmart. Also, I'm in the deli. I'm in the deli, and the guy from produce, he gonna say, they got to start getting rid of everybody. And you know what I told him? You know what I said? They ain't gonna start getting rid of me. And he said, how you think that if I'm married, then how they gonna get rid of me? We'll see. All right, all right. That's what he said. And then I was getting, they don't pay me enough to do what I'm told to do. So it get to a point where I'm having conflict of doing what, like one guy intimidated me, the Mexican guy with the glasses, he intimidated me being on the street. I said, I'm not backing down from you. like I wanted to stay on. I'm like he's intimidating me in the where the paint and stuff at. I'm like when I on the scrapper. This is about 2018, 2007. He's intimidating. I said, hold up for a second. I'm not scared of you. I'm not getting off the scrubber. Oh, you make me sick. They don't pay me enough for that. Like literally. My baby mama ain't mad at me. I don't have that problem. I really 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 don't. I don't know what you talking about. I really don't have that problem with my baby mama. So we ain't gonna get on the subject of that. We really don't have that subject with my baby mama. I don't know what they're talking about. We really don't have that problem. I really don't have that problem. But yeah, man, like, and he's 15 feet. Now I told people I went to Norman Smith High School. And I want to make it very clear to Walmart here and what I'm talking about here. So I want to give you a perfect example of what we discussing here. I'm going into the back room. And let's talk about Norman Smith. My teacher, Miss Chastity, we got a classmate. And I always wanted to learn what he was saying. So my teacher would tell me to step back because he can't speak and step back. I would watch she would tell me in a discipline, watch his mind and watch his words and watch how he move his body motion with his mouth. This is the true story. Because I used to always finish my work at Norman Smith High School. This is the true story. Miss Chester said he was that's 15 feet, so we're gonna talk to him. So and that's the thing with it. When I'm going into the back room, I caught them saying something and reading their lips. And look, I'm gonna call you out on it. If James can't do that, I won James 5 times. Like the shit talking that's going on, like it's going on, and they get mad because I'm calling them out on it. Because James not willing to do nothing about it. And that's when you got employees that's willing to keep nagging and willing to keep nagging at the situation. And if you're talking, I'm gonna call you out on it. And then when I call corporate office, they're not doing like, all right, the more I come to work every day, and I told James, the more I come here every day, you showing me that you can't take care of the issue. And if you can't take care of the issue, I'm going to get somebody that's going to take. And they were scared in that. Like when I threatened to call corporate office, they were scared when I threatened, hold up. Miss Jessica was like, hold up, with your threats. And she called me out and she thought I was bluffing. Like they thought I was bluffing, man. Yeah, like they thought I was like actually bluffing. I called everybody in that room. I say, hold up. Because when I got here, they didn't even want to hire me back. But like when they didn't even want to hire me back, they're like, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. And then other employees, after I left it, this girl from New Orleans, she tried to speak on my relationship. I said, hold up, stop with that fake stuff. You try to speak on what happened, not the relationship. You try to speak on what happened at 12-16. You don't tell something's wrong with that. No, nothing's not wrong. No, you speaking of something wrong with them at 12-16. Because one thing they said, they told me before they hired me back home, once her name Shab said, I need a relationship. She's seen the way I work. I really need you. I really need you. Yes, I really need you. And when I called the corporate before they hired, I called again. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. But your employees at 2996 and the managers trying to speak on things they have no business on. I walked off 7 times, 6 or 7 times. And it's not me always the problem, it's the vindictive behavior. So before I call them and before I can get hired back on, my last conversation before I went back on to the second Walmart, we gonna get to the bottom of this right now. But it's not cool for managers and employees think they have a right to speak on things. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I was on the phone and I told Jessica this, and she looked me straight in my eyes. I gave her eye contact, and I told her like when I was on the phone, either you teach me or I walk off on you. I made it. No, I walk off and sue you. And after two things I say, and she texted somebody, I gave her eye contact, and I meant what I said when I was on that phone. I'ma sue you and leave. That was exactly what I said. Her spirit was not acting normal. I wanted her to hear me. We ain't about to play this game here. That's something we are not about to play. And then they try to, when I got in the deli, I remember everybody telling me, Hubert, don't take nothing out of that freezer without us action. Don't take nothing out of it. None of it. I never took nothing out of there without people in the deli, Chris, and everybody telling me to get it. All of my workers in there. When they want me to do something, I do it like, hey, people, I need you to go get this for me. I need you to go help me out with this. And I do it. I don't give them no slack. But Jessica, somebody, what's her name? Her assistant manager left the like tried to say I left the pallet out. We sitting by there and I could feel something's off in the spirit. And she tried to lie on me. I'm sitting right there by the machine. And by the machine, I'm like, hold up, you trying to lie on me, say, hey, you, and she wrote her manager when she fired, don't try to pin it on me, boy. You got me already picked up. I called her out on it. I called her out on the bull crap. Like if you calling people out on it, I called her out. We had our ups and downs, but like anybody do have the ups and downs, right? That's just the way things is. But I called her out on her little behavior, man. Like I called her out on her little behavior, like literally called her out. Like if you calling your manager out on her behavior, like you calling her out on it. And I called her, I called you out on your behavior. I wasn't hesitate to call. Trust me, I called you. And some of them don't even phone, don't even ring. They just ring, ring, ring. You got no answer machine, right? You need to y'all need to change. Y'all need to start answering y'all phone. Have somebody at the phone. I don't like literally at your all everybody in that room. That don't make no damn sense. Right? Right to understand it, right? Yeah, I mean Jessica had ups and downs, but I remember the good times we had. Like I don't like you can't always remember the bad times somebody had with you. Like, come on, we ain't like did a lot like the good time. Like you like we can't always think about the bad times we had with each other on the job. 'Cause we'll never get nowhere, and we always think about the bad times that we have with somewhere. We'll never get nowhere, and that's the difference in life that we have to understand the keys of life. And that's what we have, the guys. God give us things for a reason. He give us those things for a reason, right? I told the FBI and I told the judge, is you scared? You scared of change? You scared to let me in? God said you scared to let me in? That's what God got to understand is you scared. But don't talk about no participating. I'm getting into argument with women at nighttime at 12, 16. They talking about my relationship. Tell them to step it up then and show some damn, yeah, they like, show something, step it up again. So be a woman and stop questioning me about my relationship. Be a woman and step up then. You got a problem with me. Well, like, step it up and be a woman and be a woman and like, I gotta hear the hype. Like, be a woman and step up then. I gotta hear that from employed. Like, step up and be a woman, and I make you sick. All right, that's who you. Not all right. All right, come on, be a woman. Then you gotta show. You gotta show a man, an intelligent man, of what you want. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, what is going like arguments I had. I was talking to my homegirl because she like we was starting to be friends at 12. We was starting to be friends at 2996. We always wanted to go out. We talked about going out. And one of the things I wanted to tell her, like we were talking about, she said she had never let a man tell her what to do. One thing, a man should not tell you what to do. He should be able to tell you to keep your mind and your spirit open. Don't let others manipulate you. You can let your woman go to the club and let all of that, but don't let others manipulate you in your relationship. And like I never got the chance to push it that far, but because other stuff had to happen when we used to talk at 2996, and we are me and my home like we always talked about going out, and we never really got the time. Like everybody's busy most of the time, and we would have to find a way to work around our schedule, like the cashier at 2996. But I was like I wanted to tell her, I'm not trying to control. Like if I was with you, I'm not trying to control you, but your thing is to keep your mind and your spirit open and not let others manipulate you. Baby, I can be at the house while you go out with your friends or something. I can be on my video game sometime. It ain't nothing of what's going on in the relationship. But can you trust and not let another man get in your head to manipulate the mindset in a different tactic? So I never really got the chance to talk to her about more of what I wanted to tell her when we used to always conversate. When you used to always conversate, I never really got the chance to talk to her. Like literally got to talk to her. Like literally got to talk to her. Like because we always talked about it. All us going to hang out. We never really, yeah, we really talked about it. But like, but when we talk about relationship, when we talk about different tactics and different things to understand it, I don't even like, I don't even got a problem with nobody. Like literally, I came back and I was so happy that what's her name got a position. I like her, like I was so happy that you got a position. She was like, come on, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Like I wasn't even really having a problem with nobody. Like I was like, come on, what is going on with like y'all today? And I come back and what is going on with everybody? Like everybody was acting really like I don't got a problem with anybody. But I told Jane this is what I was gonna do. It's nothing I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna I didn't say out because I told Ms. Lee. It's a different time. I never say I was coming, but what I told James this, I wanted to go figure out the personalities. I wanted to go to the Walmart and figure out the person. And James rolled his eyes at me when I said, "Hey, he don't even." He rolled his eyes when I told him that he caught on to something. Like literally, James caught on to what I said. He rolled his eyes when I actually told him, like, "All right, I'm on thing, and I'm not saying I'm coming back, but I wanted to go find. Let me go figure out what the personality is in Atlanta at the Walmarts. So I went to go talk to some people and see how can I fit in and see the personalities, and how can I at the work chemistry was going to be good with us. And I like, all right, it's some things I didn't like, but some things that I had with my coworkers that I wouldn't have with them. It's certain things I had with the cashier, the talk conversation that I had with them, and I was just figuring out the personalities on the aisle and the way they talk to each other, the way things is, the mindset of each other. And those are the difference of what I went to. So I was like, hold up for a second. Like, some of my coworkers got great mindsets, and some of they know how to be a team. But other ones in Atlanta is kind of is like a bigger thing, like a hood mindset. It is like a hood mindset. So in Atlanta, they got like a hood mindset in Atlanta Walmart. So I'm coming on the aisle, and you can just tell by them two being on the aisle, one of the two being on the aisle, because I went to 8 Walmarts. And one of them, yeah, when you scream them out, yes. And I went to 8 Walmarts, and I was like, hold up. I can see the difference between if y'all two employees being on the aisle, but I can see where your mentality at, where I didn't like it at, and where I was like, hold up, where I like my employees a little bit more, my coworkers a little bit more, and how they. So it was like, all right, in some stores I liked it, and some stores that employees that I didn't get to understand that much. So the personality was a little bit off in the direction. So those were the things with that situation. So I told James that, like, I told him, like, literally, he rolled his eyes after I told him, like, this is a true story. So I told Miss Lee, but I didn't tell her that I was going to figure out the personalities. But I told her, I never did say I was coming back. I didn't tell her that, but I told James I wanted to figure out the personality. Where can I fit in more? So are we dealing with those type of novels and dealing with that type of stuff? How can we understand it? So I hope everybody have a good day, and everybody have I hope this conversation, and don't call me I'm crazy because the birds were talking to me, okay, guys? That keep this really professional crows was out there trying to communicate with me and the birds. So let's keep that a little bit simple right now. The topic of conversation. Let's keep the conversation at a memory here, because I feel like you'll watch the guy off of Home Alone when he drive by the train just keep running. He plays in this lawyer movie where his two nephews, and every time he wake up that damn train disturb him. Like, we already know his like every time like he get woken up by that train. Gardner, he get woken up by that train, like literally. And he was saying the DA is allowed to give you those documents. Like the guy, it was a great movie with the guy off of Home Alone, and they got one of the actors in there. So it was a great movie, man. He, because his one of his nephews go to jail, get convicted of a murder that he didn't do. It's a classic. And I love this actor that played in the movie with her, because this one guy, heart was dying. She fell in love with him. And I love her, like, she played in many movies. Like, I love the concept of her and things with that. But I was I'm gonna have to go, yeah.